The history of Turkey. This title implies the time frame encompassing the establishment of the Republic on October 29, 1923, until the current era. Alternatively, it could allude to the epochs of Ottoman and Turkic domains. However, our focus will span the entirety of the recognized history of this region. In essence, we will explore the historical journey of the land, comprising not only the Republic of Turkey, but also Anatolia. The initial manifestations of culture in Anatolia can be traced back to Stone Age artifacts. Owing to its strategic positioning at the crossroads of Asia and Europe, Anatolia has held significance for numerous civilizations throughout history. From ancient times, at the onset of the Bronze Age, metallurgy disseminated into Anatolia from Transcaucasian cultures around the late 4th millennium BCE. Gradually, it became integrated into the sphere of influence of the Akkadian Empire, a region marked by the coexistence of diverse civilizations. Addressing one of these civilizations, the Hittite civilization belonged to an ancient Indo-European group that emerged in Anatolia at the onset of the 2nd millennium BCE. By 1340 BCE, they had risen to prominence, establishing themselves as one of the dominant powers in the Middle East. The vestiges of Bronze Age civilizations, including the Hittite, Akkadian, Assyrian, and Haitian people, offer numerous examples depicting the daily lives and trades of their citizens. Following the decline of the Hittites, the emerging states of Phrygia and Lydia asserted their strength along the western coast, coinciding with the flourishing of the Greek civilization. They, along with the rest of Anatolia, were relatively swiftly incorporated into the Persian Empire. Simultaneously, a new power emerged from the east. Persia's influence and power continued to escalate, reaching into the western lands and expanding its presence in Anatolia. Their system of local governance in Anatolia facilitated the growth and prosperity of numerous cities and ports, fueled by the flourishing trade and road networks connecting the east and the west. Anatolia became divided into distinct regions, each governed by satraps, appointed governors under the authority of the main Persian rulers. In the early 5th century BC, certain Ionian cities under Persian rule initiated a rebellion, resulting in the Ionian Revolt. Although easily quelled by the Persians, this revolt became a precursor to the well-known Greco-Persian Wars, a series of pivotal conflicts in ancient history. These wars, in turn, triggered additional conflicts in the Greek peninsula. Power struggles and quests for influence unfolded, and a blend of the desire for revenge and effective leadership propelled the expansion of the Macedonian kingdom under Philip II. His son, Alexander the Great, subsequently seized control of the entire region and conquered Persia through a series of successive battles. Subsequently, Anatolia experienced increasing influence from the Hellenic world. Following Alexander's demise, his conquests were divided among several trusted generals. The Seleucid Empire, the most extensive of Alexander's territories that encompassed Anatolia, engaged in conflicts with Rome. Over time, the ascendancy of Rome resonated across the Mediterranean basin. Rome bolstered its control over Anatolia, implementing effective local governance and military protection that extended deep into the Anatolian territory. The region underwent significant development during Roman times, marked by increased instability in the empire and persistent raids from foreign invaders. During the 4th century AD, Emperor Constantine the Great founded a new administrative center in the city of Byzantium, later named Constantinople, after him. By the end of the century, the Roman Empire underwent a split into two distinct parts: the western part, with Rome as its capital, and the eastern part, with Constantinople serving as its capital. Historians commonly refer to the eastern portion as the Byzantine Empire. Under Roman dominion, the process of Hellenization, initiated by Alexander's conquests, gained momentum. The ancient Greek language and culture became predominant in the region during this period. Turkic people and affiliated groups migrated westward from Turkestan and present-day Mongolia towards Eastern Europe and the Iranian plateau, eventually reaching Anatolia. The Seljuk Turks established a medieval empire, exerting control over an extensive region spanning from the Hindu Kush to eastern Anatolia and from Central Asia to the Persian Gulf. A multitude of wars, the rise of new empires, migrations, raids, and the ineptitude of certain leaders contributed to the gradual decline of the Byzantine Empire. Over time, their diminishing power and the increasing influence of the Seljuks culminated in conflicts, eventually leading to the renowned Battle of Manzikert on the 26th of August, 1071. This pivotal event is considered the gateway for the Turkic people, who would carve their mark in the subsequent decades and centuries. The significant Battle of Manzikert unfolded between the Byzantine Empire and the Seljuk Empire, marking a crucial chapter in Anatolian history. The defeat of the Byzantine forces and the capture of their emperor, Romanos Diogenes IV, played a pivotal role in shaping the trajectory that would eventually lead to the Ottoman Empire and the establishment of the Republic of Turkey. Following the decline of the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, the region witnessed the rise of smaller entities known as beyliks. These individual beyliks emerged as fragments of the disintegrating Seljuk Empire, each ruled by distinct leaders and contributing to the intricate political landscape of Anatolia. Osman I, the founder of the Ottoman Empire, established one of the beyliks in the region. Osman's early followers were a mix of Turkish tribal groups and Byzantine renegades, with religious diversity among them. The rise of this beylik marked a period of vulnerability for the Byzantine Empire, although the exact details of how it gained dominance in the region remain uncertain. Expanding into Europe, the Ottoman Empire capitalized on regional instability, defeating local leaders and solidifying its power. By 1400, the Ottomans controlled significant portions of the Balkans and western Anatolia. The pivotal moment came in 1453 with the fall of Constantinople, marking the end of the Roman Empire and further enhancing the Ottoman Empire's dominance. Over the following centuries, the empire continued to expand, reaching its zenith in the 16th and 17th centuries. The decline of the Ottomans was characterized by inflation, military defeats against the Russians and Habsburgs, and internal crises and rebellions. The beginning of the 19th century witnessed the rise of national movements as diverse ethnic groups residing in various empires or administrative structures initiated rebellions. The Serbian Revolution, spanning from 1804 to 1815, signified the onset of a period characterized by national awakening. Simultaneously, the Al Saud family led an Arab revolt against the Ottomans in 1821. In 1830, the Greeks declared war on the Sultan, successfully attaining independence. The French invasion of Algeria in 1831 resulted in its loss to the Ottoman Empire, and Muhammad Ali's revolt instigated a civil war with the objective of securing his position as Sultan. The Ottoman Empire faced significant instability, characterized by defeats, poor administration, revolts, and burgeoning national movements, attributed to its overextension into regions with diverse populations and cultures. Throughout the latter years of the 19th century, the empire persisted in losing wars and territories while struggling to implement effective reforms. As the First World War unfolded, the Ottoman Empire, in its twilight years, aligned itself with the Central Powers. However, following their defeat, the empire underwent a rapid disintegration, leading to the cession of numerous territories to Greece, Italy, Britain, and France. This pivotal loss marked the commencement of the Turkish national movement, recognized as the Turkish War of Independence, spearheaded by Mustafa Kemal. By September 18, 1922, the occupying forces were ousted. On November 1st, the recently established parliament officially abolished the Sultanate, bringing a close to 623 years of Ottoman rule. The Treaty of Lausanne, signed on July 24, 1923, resulted in the global recognition of the sovereignty of the newly established Republic of Turkey as the successor state of the Ottoman Empire. The Republic was formally proclaimed on October 29, 1923. In the new capital of Ankara, Mustafa Kemal assumed the role of the Republic's inaugural president of Turkey, implementing numerous revolutionary reforms. Women were granted increased rights, a new writing system using the Latin alphabet for the Turkish language was devised, and various other transformations were introduced. During World War II, Turkey maintained a neutral stance and rejected German requests for troop access to its borders, whether towards Syria or the Soviet Union. With escalating Cold War tensions, the United States stepped in to ensure the security of both Turkey and Greece. Turkey became a significant member of NATO when it joined in 1952, given its crucial geographic position on the border with the Soviet Union. The island of Cyprus witnessed instability and conflicts, leading to a military coup in July 1974 that ousted President Makarios and installed Nico Samson as a dictator. In 1974, Turkey conducted a military intervention in Cyprus, resulting in the establishment of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, recognized only by Turkey. The single-party period was succeeded by a multi-party democracy. Post-1945, Turkish democracy faced interruptions due to internal issues and military coups in 1960, 1971, and 1980. The liberalization of the Turkish economy in the 1980s contributed to increased economic growth and enhanced political stability. Additionally, there was a population boom in the country, surging from 17 million people in the 1930s to over 80 million.